What it do, CX? Salute to you. L Boogie Reacts in the building, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I ain't gonna leave in a minute. Hey, man, what it do? Say, man. Yeah, man, we got a little situation going on YouTube right now, as I can see. And I was definitely in Kwame Brown's live yesterday, and he was, going over the situation with Anton Daniels and the kids off limits. So we're gonna run some of that. We're gonna run a couple videos. We're gonna give our critique. I think that that's the issue when it comes to us men at this point. We're above criticism. We don't like when no one has anything to say about us. So we always got to have some pushback. And it's cool to have pushback. But obviously, men can't exchange words without, getting disrespectful. So I think this will, turn into something. Who's gonna, turn it into something? I don't know. But it's looking like Anton once again. Anton looks like the guy that's turning it into something because he always has to lead with disrespect. He always sounds as if he's inviting men to his private areas. So let's just play some clips, man. Y'all will see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure y'all familiar because I am from the Kwame Brown sector. So we're gonna go over some content, man. Let's go.
True. Hey, man, I like what you're talking
Let's go.
Hey, Brown used to be on my nuts. The honest to God truth.
Right off the rip, Kwame Brown used to be on my nuts. Anton Daniels. Haven't you learned anything from your experience with Corey Holcomb? It's a lot to talk about, man. And I think the reason that a lot of people are on top of Anton's situation right now is because of the way he critiques the black community, the way he approaches criticism, and just, being above it. That's just my opinion at this point, based on what I'm seeing, based on what I'm hearing. It just sounds like he's above everyone, So let's keep going.
True. Hey, man, I like what you're talking about, bro. I like it. Used to be all on my nuts. All the time. All the time. Used to be on my nuts. But I understand that Kwame Brown, after his whole thing with Gilbert Arenas, and from a business perspective, his whole thing with Gilbert Arenas, his whole thing with Stephen A. Smith, Kwame Brown caught a wave. He caught a wave, and that's how he was able to build up his platform to get to whatever his.
I see Anton, he's very familiar with going at public figures or, people that were a part of the entertaining world. Kwame Brown obviously played in the NBA. He had a situation with and not Kwame Brown, but he had one too with Gilbert Arenas. Anton had a situation with Gilbert Arenas. He's referencing a lot of people that's in the entertainment business. As you can see, he went at a comedian. Corey Holcomb is definitely one of those people that people know him for his comedy. He has a a cult following, you know what I mean? So yeah, appreciate you pulling up, Tasha Cherie. Thank you for pulling up and catching a live. Salute to you. So yeah, man, I think that that's just like what he's on right now. I think he's really just trying to go at, Kwame doesn't like to call himself a celebrity. Kwame has a large following as well, but everyone loves to shoot, talk their shit to Kwame Brown. All right, we got Russell Red in the building with the $5 super chat. Let's see what Russell Red said. What it do, Russell Red? Salute to you, man. You said, "What up, Boogie with the hoodie? Glad you touched on this topic. Anton Daniels is a clown because he talk tough and try to sue you after it get gangster. Weak nigga. Weak nigga." We not on OBS. We on StreamYard. But yeah, man. I mean, as we can tell, man, we can see who's, let me slow it down a little bit. Obviously, people are trying to make a name on YouTube. Anton Daniels has done that. He has 1,000,000+ followers. I don't even know why he's approaching all situations the same, whereas, he's just ready for a battle with every man that he encounters. it's a battle. It's not a conversation. He's always meeting it with this type of bravado or this type of like over masculine, excessive disrespect. It's nothing. He's never approaching it from a standpoint of, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's try to find some middle ground in our disagreements. Why aren't we able to have disagreements as black men in our community? This right here is, I don't know, I would call this some young nigga shit. The shit that Anton be pulling is kind of some young nigga shit. The way that he approaches it, he on some, I got money. He be trying to sound like a rapper, and I think that probably is one of the things that bothered him when he heard Kwame, critiquing the situation.
Subscribers is, but Kwame Brown hit a ceiling. He's not able to grow his platform based off of his own analysis, based off of his own content. And so, he do these dusty live streams where it's just him off camera. Yeah, you know me. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So Kwame get the stimmy pack like everybody else. Kwame Brown used to be on my nuts.
All right. That's enough of the nut talk, man. I don't know why bro be approaching it like that. All right, we're gonna go to let's pull this one up real quick, because now we have a situation where they're saying Anton Daniels is suing Corey Holcomb and Craig Fax. There's a video from Self Talk. Self Talk used to be over here as well. So let's present that. All right. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Uno momento. And if anybody want to come up, we'll drop the link for that as well. All right, let's pull this up. This one is I'm suing Corey Holcomb and Craig Fax. Let's go ahead and run that. This will be fair use. Speed it up a little bit. I don't know if Self Talk one of them guys that'll shoot your video down, man. But I done experienced that, so we're just gonna try to play it safe. All right, let's go.
I've been advised not to say anything else about it. So that's all I've been authorized to say.
Okay, so in today's video, we got to talk about Anton Daniels responding back to Corey Holcomb and Craig Fax going in on his daughter, man. They had reacted to images of his daughter on the Corey Holcomb 5150 show, and they put her image up out there, man. And I knew that.
I didn't see the image. I've yet to see Anton Daniels' daughter. But yeah, I mean, once kids get involved, then obviously some men are going, some going to hold them, some going to fold them. You know what I mean? Obviously, he one of them guys that don't want that type of energy in his life, but he said that he was matching energy. So that's where people are also criticizing him like, bro, didn't you say you was down for the shit? You down for the smoke, but it's smoke. Where you at with it? You know what I mean? So let's go.
This was something that could possibly turn legal. And the reason why is because actually if his child was a minor, and come to find out, Anton Daniels was revealing that his child is a minor. And now Anton Daniels was talking in a legal matter when he had responded back to the situation, man. So I want to highlight that. But before I highlight what Anton Daniels said in response, let me show you guys a 5150 clip. I did block out the image of his child as well. But let's check out this clip.
When I was in your grill, you did not say it. That's why I told D to move. I'm like, oh, I'm finna bust this move. This think I'm joking? And I kept getting him out. Boy, you use your paper to bitches you would normally never be around. You ugly ass boy. You ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
Now, obviously, you know, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I'm down with anybody talking about anybody kids. Um, I'm not with it, okay? But I get it. Everybody fights different, man. And yeah, you know, I think when Anton left Corey Holcomb's show, he left on, you know, Corey was already kind of leading into I'm finna start with just disrespecting you, okay? You made a statement that I don't appreciate. You invited me to your parts. I'm not with that. Shout out to Captain Wolf. Appreciate you pulling up. So I'm gonna just lead with disrespect. I'm gonna completely, ultimately disrespect your ass. So that's where we at with it.
A brag on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened? He crashed. That's the broad. Y'all can get the broad off. That's his daughter. This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock. Nigga,
that's cool. Mo daughter.
That's who?
Not cool Mo D, cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga, let me tell you something. Don't make no more kids, nigga. That bitch gonna be buying pussy like you after a while. If you don't know, nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer, nigga. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen. Get dude off the screen, man.
Our entire life, we've done everything to protect our child, ensured that she's never, ever, ever needed anything whatsoever. Pray for me and my family. And at this point, I've been advised not to say anything else about it. So that's all I've been authorized to say. Had a couple emergency phone calls. The only thing that I can say at this point is that I can't say anything else about it. First, I need to go and make sure that my daughter is okay. And so it's a lot of tests. I'm not sure if she got to get pulled out of school for the rest of the year. This may affect.
He played victim real quick, and I was unaware of this as well. But yeah, he's very familiar with YouTube, and he's obviously successful on YouTube. But I think he kind of skipped over the part where men be beefing with each other. They take it to the extreme. Okay. He doesn't look distraught in the video. I'm not gonna say that he is or he isn't. He doesn't look frustrated or whatever. People are saying that he's running a play. That could be the case. But yeah, I mean, if you studying people like the way you say you study people, then you should already understand that some people are gonna take it further than others. Everybody's not gonna be just down for the debate. And that's kind of where I was lost when it came to him criticizing Kwame Brown, because Kwame Brown didn't take it there with you. He simply led with criticism, and it was constructive as well, in my opinion. But you couldn't take that criticism and just, you know, have a conversation, pull up to his live, because you're very familiar with his channel. Why couldn't you pull up to his live and y'all have it out, you know, have a conversation from there, opposed to just doing it on your channel and leading with disrespect, talking about your man parts and stuff? What it do? I'm just reacting to TV. Appreciate you pulling up. Oh, anybody can you know, pull up to the link.
And that way, so I have to make sure that she's okay. She's no longer safe even going to school anymore. We got to protect our babies. Under no circumstances will I ever allow for my daughter to go under. So wait a minute. Are you guys telling me, some of you, because I see the
Russell Red in the building, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up.
What's up, boss man? Nah, I don't want to take away from your commentation, man. I'll just, just want to speak my mind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We've been on this subject for like, about a week?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, I didn't hear that part when he went after KB. I didn't know that part. This must have happened new.
I think it's the same video that I'm reacting to right here, but yeah, he made a few as you seen, he took a few jabs at him based on, I think, the video that KB ran yesterday, because I was definitely in the chat and watching. So I'm assuming that he saw that. He's familiar with his channel already. So why didn't he just pull up to the link? He been hitting everybody else link. Why couldn't you hit Kwame Brown link? And you had a few supporters over there as well. Some guys over there was standing up for your situation, especially when it came to the daughter situation.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but like I say, he gonna do this publicity run because this is his viral moment, and you know, he's my thing is this, and I'm gonna say this. He cool with Charleston White. I can say his name over here. So
Mm-hmm.
he's the fatter version of Charleston White. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? He's taking the playbook out of him to where they jab at celebrities, you know what I'm saying, with big names and want you to respond back. And so that way you can go back and forth with them. Like how he did Corey, you know what I'm saying? And now when Corey went low with him, now it's the victim tour. It's all my daughter. And which, like I said, nobody condones that, him putting a picture of his kid up there. But at the end of the day, bro, when you exert this type of energy, this type of energy is gonna come back. I mean, we all men at the end of the day. It don't matter if we street, we gangster, whatever. I can't come up to you, L Boogie, and disrespect you or your lady in front of you, because that's gonna make you stand up as a man to defend, what's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, off the
Yeah.
rip.
So like I said, he's gonna do it. He just wants response because I didn't, like I said, I didn't see this live. I seen the one where he was like, well, now I'm out. He was talking that litigation stuff, and I couldn't call nobody and all this other stuff. I seen that was the last one I seen, but I just seen one he had today where he was talking about somebody sent him somebody said somebody was talking about you. A content creator was talking about you. And I guess he figured it was somebody big. And then when he looked at it, he was like, man, I'm not finna speak on nobody who just has 18 subscribers. I mean, that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's like bullying. So he's basically telling you the game plan on what he wants. He wants the bigger name people, like how Charleston White got famous for going after bigger name people saying egregious stuff about him. So that way he can get the notoriety.
Right. Right. Yeah. And that's how I see it. Every time he does speak about a a celebrity or a public figure, an entertainer, he has to lead with disrespect. He has to make it seem as if he's winning the battle when it comes to conversation. So he says he never loses a debate. He's definitely name calling. And yes, he's shouting out all of the entertainers' names that have a name in this space to making it seem as if he's dominating the space.
Well, that's the only way he's gonna get really famous. I mean, if he goes after famous people, only that's only that just talking about straight YouTubers or anybody in the sector or just on YouTube itself. I mean, it's not gonna garnish you no attention. So, KB is connected. In that world, people know him. He's not a celebrity because we look at him as a regular person. You know what I'm saying? But he's known in that space. So yeah, saying his name and the big platform he has, that's gonna bring him views and some other stuff. So like I say, man, it's all entertainment at the end of the day because even if KB does respond and go back at him, I mean, ain't nothing gonna happen. It's just gonna be back and forth.
Yeah, we got a timestamp. Appreciate that. I'm just reacting. You said 1-6, so hour mark 1-6 minute 34 seconds. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pull up his latest video. Yeah, I think him going at Kwame was all based on because I see somebody's in the chat, Cola J. She said KB has made about 3 to 4 videos talking about Anton, and that was Anton's first video about it. But why didn't so he's hitting other people's links, Cola J. Why is he not hitting Kwame Brown's link? He knows that's how he just said how Kwame Brown runs his channel. So if you know that's how the man runs his channel and you feel like you got one up on him, hit that man link. Why when that time come, when it's time to hit the link and it's time to talk that shit, you can't hit the link? You talking shit about everybody else. Everybody else gets the fair one with you on the. You said you pulling up the people faces on their YouTubes and or they podcasts or whatever the case may be. Hit the man link. He didn't even really critique you the way everybody else critiquing you, but you got smoke for him now. Even the guys that you was on the videos with, their podcasts and their YouTube channels, you weren't even criticizing them the way you criticize KB off the rip. So it is kind of obvious that you know, at this point, you want to make it as if you got one up on Kwame Brown. That's what it looked like. The same way you did with Corey Holcomb. And you led with the private areas, you know, conversation. Talking about KB on your nuts. Like, come on, bro. Like, that ain't gotta be the way you approach every man conversation. Let's see if we can find it.
Boogie, real quick. I mean, it's a big subject. A lot of people is talking about it. So I don't understand. You know, everybody's having a conversation about it. But then again, another thing, they questioned KB saying he was taking up for Corey, so he just went back over it. So he was just, I don't know. Everybody got their different opinions about the situation. I think he's just using this as a, like you said, as a viral moment to just go after any and everybody. He's just like Charleston White. He's gonna go after the big names, anybody who's has any type of symbolism in the sector or just has a name itself. And that's just bottom line.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I see the differences, you know, with the people in the chat currently. Appreciate you, Tasha Cherie, Cola J, for y'all, you know, speaking your minds. Salute the not worth it. You said, did KB hit his link? That's not Anton's first video since the situation that happened. So where was KB hitting his link? Everybody don't have to come to him. They don't, but I mean, you've been over there before. That's all I'm saying. Like, he was on Kwame's channel before. So why was it such an issue for you to hit the link that time? Was it because of who he had up on the panels and
Of
whose video
course.
he was reacting to? You know, because we know how men get in their feelings, and I'm not, well, that's the wrong words, but how men take a different approach when they see an opposition. All right. So he sees an opposition at that point. That guy obviously didn't have the best words to say about Anton. Maybe he didn't want to have a conversation with Kwame Brown and that guy at that point. But there were a lot of different opinions up on the panel, and I've seen him do that with other channels, which is, you know.
Oh, but of course though, Boogie, because remember the situation that happened, it was about Gil, and you know, KB was getting numbers at that time. That's why he pulled up on KB and had that conversation. And you know, he made that challenge. Said, "I feel like, you know, I got more money than a lot of these NBA players." And that's when that conversation happened. But yeah, I mean, he wanted the views, he wanted the clicks. That's just what it was. You know.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, we got 27 Darren in the house.
Hey,
what up, 27 Darren? Oh, your mic bad.
Can you hear me now? Cause I'm at work. I'm at this little spot or whatnot. So can you hear me better now?
Yep, you better. What you got on the subject?
I see y'all talk about the Anthony Daniel and the Corey Holcomb thing, the whatnot, especially dealing with Kwame Brown or whatnot. I was trying to speak to Kwame Brown about it, but he tried to do the little play thing that he do and mute you and act like you over talking him and all this other stuff. I was not over talking that man. I never tried to over talking him. He said, "Go ahead and talk." And then when he wanted to put himself in the situation, he tried to say that I was over talking him, but I was not over talking him. All right. But Us as black people, we gotta learn how to commute and delegate and learn certain stuff with each other. For real. I know people be trying to come on here to make their little money or whatnot, but we gotta learn how to stick together, man. For real. All right?
All right, most definitely.
That's all I want to say.
All right.
I know we be trying to manipulate certain stuff and do certain stuff and do stuff, but we gotta learn how to stick together, make money together, and try to get us together as one. All right?
Appreciate you.
All right, I'm going. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate all the good people. Peace out to all the good people. All right?
All right, appreciate you. All right. Yeah, I think that we'll obviously get hopefully people are looking forward to hearing Kwame Brown respond at this point, and I'm pretty sure he'll play the video. I can't pull up Anton's channel right now. For some reason I can't locate it.
You can't find what you looking for?
Oh, it's the Millionaire Morning Show with Anton Dance. He must have changed the name of his channel. Is that the name of his channel?
Yeah, he got like 3 channels though. But Millionaire Million Show is usually the ones he go live on. Can you hear me, Boogie?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, Millionaire Morning Show is usually the ones he goes live on.
Let's see if did you have a link? Okay. She said, yeah, that's the channel. Let's see. You said how long ago was it? Well, we was looking for where he, made his statement about Kwame. Okay, yeah, this looked like it right here. Let's pull this up. I'm assuming this is the video. All right, let's see.
Hey, y'all. Weather was so cold, I waited to the last minute. Week 2 weeks. It doesn't matter how low somebody goes. The only thing that matters is whether or not their audience supports it. Now, we can have a conversation about morality. We can have a conversation about truth. We can have a conversation about whether or not it's right or it's wrong. But that has nothing to do with success. Success is what people will make to be right because they believe in you. And Don Lemon understands his audience.
She said minute 6.
I can't even be mad at some of these content creators that switched up. I can't be mad at some of these content creators that said, you know what, I don't fuck with Anton anymore after they used to be all on my nuts and all on my dick. I can't even be mad at niggas that's trying to seize the moment because
that's crazy, man. He just keep wanting to say that. It's like, bro, find something else to say at this point.
Yeah, it's basically he doing what he doing. He baiting them in. That's all he doing. He baiting KB to say something so that way they can have a back and forth and it can be up from there. You know what I'm saying? Because what he's an internet guy, just like Charleston White. And they feel like they can get very disrespectful over the internet and but they're not gonna get physical in no kind of capacity. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna try to embarrass him by, talking about he ain't got more money than him, just the little tactics and stuff. So yeah, that's yeah, and those are fighting words from a man's perspective. Just sending the brother to they Johnson, like, come on, bro, come on, man.
Yeah, that's that off the rip, man. When a man hear that, and once again, he says he studies these men, so he understands that Kwame don't even like that type of rhetoric, right? He don't like to hear that type of conversation. So because he made mention of that in his video as well, like, hey, if you say this to my brother or it's gonna, we're gonna react a certain way. You know what I mean? I might be misquoting it, but from what I heard, he already knows that this gets under the skin of black people, all right, men of color. So maybe he, like you said, he's baiting them in. But did you listen to what he was making an attempt to explain about the situation, or are you just trying to go at that man? Like, let's be honest about what's taking place.
Well, like I said, I can tell you this. You know, I watch Anton and you know, the financial part. Yeah, I mean, he cool with the financial part. I think he knows what he's talking about as far as that standpoint. But when he starts getting into politics and all the other stuff, it's kind of like a shady thing. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is he said it out his mouth. I mean, this dude, he grew up in the suburbs. He was a gamer. He's a nerd. He said he's a nerd, but he talks street tough. You know what I'm saying? So what was gamers doing when they got the headset? It was, you know, saying
Yeah,
F your mom. Yeah. Suck my SMD. You know what I'm saying? They were talking cash stuff over the game. So that's why I'm saying that, I mean, this is his strategy. And, you know, one way or another, he's going to try to win by getting content and building his audience over going after somebody and trying to make them look like they're littler than him, even though they have the bigger name, or B, get a lawsuit out of it and get money out of the situation, like how he do Corey. So, like I said, he's a geek, he's a nerd. He just learns how to finesse the game.
Facts.
They had no motion, they had no visibility until. So even if they know that they're wrong, even if they know that they're treasonous, even if they know that they some suckers, they're leveraging the moment in order to try to get more visibility, because otherwise nobody is checking for them. It's a play. From a business perspective, I can't even be mad at him.
Oh, we got to put some respect on the super sticker. Appreciate you, Ann Perry. Appreciate you pulling up to the chat and rocking out with the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you for that. Uh-huh. He definitely didn't pull up to the he definitely didn't pull up to the chat though. Any other time, bro, would have pulled up to the chat.
It's content. I don't even take it personal. I genuinely don't even take it personal. After the month is over, they actually got to like still sustain themselves. So that's the part that they got to figure out. But the stimmy pack goes to everybody, regardless of whether I like them or not. Dead in the mud, dead in the water, trying to figure out their next play. All of that. I'll do you one better. Kwame Brown used to be on my nuts. It's the honest to God truth. Hey man, I like what you're talking about, bro. I like it. Used to be all on my nuts. All the time. Used to be on my nuts. All on my nuts. I'm keeping it 100. But I understand that Kwame Brown, after his whole thing with Gilbert Arenas, and from a business perspective, his whole thing with Gilbert Arenas, his whole thing with Stephen A. Smith, Kwame Brown caught a wave. He caught a wave, and that's how he was able to build up his platform to get to whatever his subscribers is. But Kwame Brown hit a ceiling. Because what we all realized was that Kwame Brown wasn't as good as the wave that he was riding. So now, what is he doing? He's trying to figure it out. He's trying to figure out the content side. He's trying to do all of this. He's trying to do all of that. And I respect it. I respect the game. That's the name of the game. he's not able to grow his platform based off of his own analysis, based off of his own content. And so, you know, he do these dusty ass live streams where it's just him off camera. Yeah, because you know me. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So Kwame get the stimmy pack like everybody else. But you know what's embarrassing is because Kwame is supposed to be better than the dusty niggas that he's spending all of his time hanging around. Kwame Brown is a fucking former #1 pick in the NBA. What are you doing panels with randoms that you don't even know? That's for regular everyday people like me that didn't have the back. I see why Jordan was like, man, this nigga soft. Listen. You can't tell me how to analyze and respond to what I am observing.
Man, what is he talking about? What is this man talking about? First of all, he didn't critique or he didn't give any pushback on the criticism that led up to this moment. On top of that, that was like a bad improv on his talk. You know, like it just didn't sound accurate, bro. It's like you just throwing shit out there, hoping that it stick at this point.
I'm keeping it 100. I don't think that he's a bad person. I just think that he's lost in the weeds because, and of course he's gonna say, I don't need this shit. You know, he's gonna do all of that shit or whatever, so on and so forth. And you know, I stand on truth and I stand on this and I stand on that.
Yeah, and people don't like truth. People don't like when you have your own opinion about a subject. They want everybody to think the same. They want us all to think the same. They want us all as black men and women to have the same approach to conversation, react the same way. Look how this has riled up our community just seeing these two men about to fight on YouTube, allegedly, right? Like when it comes to men having dialogue, if they're not able to, after that, shake hands and move and, you know, go about their business, then that isn't the way that our culture gets down. So he makes it seem once again that he's above that. But then when that time comes, he's offering to fight in the back of the studios or in the, you know, in the back of the warehouse. But I thought you was above that. I thought that ain't how you get down. You a conservative, you a Christian, all of these things.
Yes, he does. He wants to be successful in this shit just like everybody else. That's why he live stream every day. We all want to be successful. We all want to be great. We all want to grow our platform. We all want to be great. But Kwame Brown, he should have got a coaching call, and I would have helped him build his platform more effectively by giving him the game on how he needs to get his platform together. But he keep trying to do what everybody else is doing instead of understanding that he's supposed to be much greater than that. It's the truth.
He almost sounds like that guy Boyce Watkins too. Like you should have came to me or you should have came to us. This is how you should be getting down. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. But you know what the crazy part about it is, Boogie? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
No, what I was gonna say was come on, man. God damn, dude. Fuck you doing, dumbass nigga? Excuse my language, man. No, I'm driving. He's talking about something that to help him build his platform on YouTube. What? So I mean, how you built your platform is what? Having interviews with Charleston White. You know, paying people to come on your platform to give you these interviews so you can bump your numbers up. I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. No, I mean, everybody gonna have different content and how they want to do it. A lot of people don't want people to tell them how to, you know, everybody ain't gonna be a Cashapp or Aiden Rosa in here, you know, and get sponsors and all that. Some people don't want that because then you got to act a certain way, a certain manner and you can't speak on certain things what you want to speak on. So, I mean, that's how I see it. But for him to say he helping somebody build a channel, I mean, bruh, you built your channel off other content creators, paying them to come on there doing interviews.
But damn, what happened to be, being different? Dare to be different. It's just like hip hop at this point. Like, why we all want to sound the same? Like, why we all want to rap about the same stuff? Why we all want to approach the same topic the same way? Soon as a man, goes outside of that and he gives his true opinion, his honest opinion about a topic, then it's not as popular as everyone else's opinion. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like we can't be who we truly want to be. We have to be someone else. We have to lead. We have to follow. We can't be leaders in these spaces.
And that's exactly what it is, Boogie. KB probably could have had 1 million subscribers if he toned all that down, if he didn't help nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that's all,
Yeah. Oh, that's just my music. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, anybody can do that. I mean, let's be real. If you just tone it down and just stop doing the stuff you do, you know what I'm saying? Not speak your voice loud and say the things that these people don't want other people to know, then stop giving them free advice on certain things, certain venues, certain real estates. He can get major help from YouTube itself. But when you just come on here and just start talking straight, and giving other people game, then no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
My point exactly.
Yes, sir.
I didn't see anything wrong with what KB was saying about Anton. All he said was, hey, you said you were going to match the energy of the man that you're going at. And as soon as that man started presenting his argument, his beef that way, now you want to tone back, you want to tone down. You don't want to approach it the same way. Now you trying to run it to a system where I'm gonna go sue the man. Y'all first you was just telling them y'all could go out back and fight. So if that would have, based on what that would have led to, that would have been a whole different situation, a whole different case. Now that he's talking about your family on YouTube, now you want to sue him.
Yeah, and like I said, that's gonna help him more than anything, because like I said, don't nobody know Anton. And that's why he's going after KB and everybody else. In that last video, like I said, somebody, I guess, wrote in the chat, they was talking about you on a certain platform, and he went to go check to see who it was. And like I said, when he seen it wasn't nothing but 18 people in the person's chat talking about him, he was like, man, I'm not wasting my time talking about nobody with just 18 people. So that's just letting you know he wants the bigger people who's talking about him or talking about the situation, because those are the views and the numbers.
Right. He appreciates that exposure. He's looking at it as as a publicity.
He's definitely, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he hangs with, Charleston, so he's basically giving them the game on what to do.
Right. I can see that.
He's taking his playbook of what. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I mean, think about it. When did you start hearing about
your mic breaking up? Your mic, you going out. But I kind of understood what you just said. Yeah, it was definitely recently. It hasn't been no like prolonged time on YouTube that I heard him speaking. It definitely has been within the past year or two. Not really familiar with the full timeline, but no, I mean, I can definitely see that, especially when you have Charleston White up on your platform and y'all have a dialogue. You don't start no beef with Charleston White, you know what I mean? And he says a lot of different things. Maybe y'all got a lot of a lot of the same talking points. So that's not really an issue for you. But let's keep going.
There's no reason why I should have a bigger platform than Kwame Brown. There's no reason for that. Now he really in the dustbin. This nigga just, he's scraping for the lowest of the low. This nigga getting the worst content creators, all of the ex Fight Club Fallout members, all of the bitter baby daddies, all of the bitter baby mamas. And that's what he's doing now. That's what he's on. I was talking, bro, seriously. I was talking, this is the honest to God truth. I kid you not.
I thought women were off limits, man. Damn. Like, I thought women were off limits. It seems like every time a man feels as if he's losing the battle, he has to win the war by yelling out somebody's situation with their kids or they ex, you know, whatever the case may be. Like, come on, man. Hey, man, it's so, it should be pinned. I thought I pinned it. Let me see. I'll drop it again. That's crazy, man. I think guys don't, they be showing off, you know, they be showing their true colors, man. Right. Yeah, Kevin Ellis, shout out to you. It was definitely a situation where it was like, hey, man, are you really truly like, you know what I mean? Like, I lost my train of thought, my bad. Shout out to Andre W, man. Salute to you pulling up, bro.
I'm not mad at Kwame. Get your money, King. Get your money, King. I was talking, bro. I'm getting text messages from former NBA players and current NBA players right now. Honest to God, on my father's grave. I'm getting text.
Former NBA players, current NBA players. Like, come on, bro. Oh, come on, bro.
Am I back
right now?
Yep, you back. You back. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
No, what I was gonna say. So, look what he just said. I'm glad I came right in time. Look what he just said, right? So, if KB do say something to him, that's how he gonna come at him. He gonna bring former NBA players on his show to drag him. He's gonna bring other people on his show to drag him. You see what I'm saying? That's how he's gonna wind up dragging him. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, you know, him and Charleston had an issue. So he's gonna bring him on the show to drag him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the setup that he's gonna use. That's the setup. So he's just waiting on KB to say something, and then he's gonna put that plan into motion.
Right. He's already saying he has these celebrity friends and he wants to be a celebrity. I mean, it's obvious at this point. You know, he's running plays. He's speaking about men's foreign parts. He's definitely running the plays of Hollywood. It sounds like a Hollywood critic at this point, you know. He's always bringing up politics about how black men vote Democrat and how he's a conservative black man and black, you know, we should be conservatives. And like, you know, he's just, it sounds like he's definitely being paid for a lot of his talking points. I'm not saying he is an agent, but he does come off as an agent sometimes. And like you said, he did spark out of nowhere. And you got 1 million+ subs. Nobody knew who you were. And it sounded like you still thirsty to get your name out there. I don't know. That's just my critique at this point. That's my approach to it. I might be completely wrong, but God damn it, it's my opinion.
They said, what, man, I don't know what happened to him. I was at the game the other day and I'm kicking it with, I'm sitting courtside and I'm kicking it. And they said, man, what the fuck is going on with Kwame?
Oh, he's saying he wasn't available now. Now he wasn't available to hit the link. That's cool. Well, if you wasn't available, why ain't you typing the damn chat? You just said he got a dusty platform, so you could have just typed in his chat and it would have been all right, right? You should have been able to just type in the chat and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, shit.
That's what they said to me. I said, man, I don't know. And I've been chilling. I ain't been saying nothing. I've been slow motion. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just observing. I'm just watching. People send stuff to me. I said, I'll check it out for 5 minutes. I said, oh, wait, this type of time we on. Okay, cool. It's cool. But that's the age that we live in. We live in an age where former #1 picks are literally scraping the bottom of the barrel in order to try to get their numbers back up. That's unfortunate. It genuinely is unfortunate.
NBA #1 draft pick.
You said Kwame don't give a fuck what y'all think. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Bro. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Listen. Listen, bro. Listen. All of these niggas are super sensitive. Me, I don't give a fuck. So I'm going.
No, that's already been debunked. That's already been debunked. You do give a fuck. That's the problem. You do care, but you keep making it seem as if you don't care. All right.
Hey, Boogie.
I'm going to.
Yes, sir.
Hey, real quick. So this is the play he trying to do now. So he couldn't remember he tried to go at Kenyon Martin because Kenyon Martin made a statement telling him, yeah, I'm a somebody. You talking about he was a nobody on G Gill's show. And you know, he went off on Kenyon Martin. He cussed him out and did all that, but Kenyon Martin didn't never respond to him. Now it's the same thing. Now he's trying to go at KB. So now he's going to try that same play he tried to run with Kenyon. He's going to try to run against KB. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
let's see if KB responds. If KB does respond, and how he responds, hey man, let's just see.
Yeah, hell yeah. At this point, we gotta wait for it. We gotta see what's gonna be said because that man didn't disrespect you, you know. And somebody in my chat said, you know, he made a lot of streams about him or whatever. But once again, like you said, everybody's talking about it. Why can't he make that a part of his content at this point? And when he does, and that's the thing, like if a man say, hey, I'm not even gonna talk about these type of topics, I'm gonna stay out the way. It's like, oh, you not doing YouTube right. But then when I get down and I say, you know what, I'm gonna run the content. I'm gonna talk about what everybody else talking about. Let's get it. Now it's an issue as well. It's like we always try to pick and choose our battles on YouTube, opposed to just letting everybody say what they want to say, because it's a lot of guys that just make their content. They don't have to shut their mouth about it. And I've learned that, you know. So why can't he run his content?
It's no point in saying what it
Why
is.
can't you have your own opinion?
I truly don't.
Right. Yeah. And once again, is it because he brought up the guy Freezy? You know, is that what this is all about? Because that guy definitely was making it seem as if you disrespected your wife, which is the reason he no longer wanted to get down with you on, you know, doing the co-hosting. So what is it? What's really the issue? Do you feel as if you were outnumbered or something? You know how people feel when they back against the wall, like they don't even want to approach, you know, the content the same way as if before. But once again, he's been over here. So what's the situation? Why couldn't you just pull up? It would have made for great content at that point. You did it with Gilbert and Kwame, but you can't do it with just Kwame. Kind of tells about the person he is.
Well, the thing I feel, Boogie, is like I say, he's just doing it for clickbait, man, and he's trying to get his views, and he's trying to get KB's audience to tune in, and KB's haters to tune in, so that way he can get more, you know, more views over on his channel. You know what I'm saying? And this is just the way they do it, man. It's crazy, but the crazy part about it, when you said everybody has their opinion about the situation. It's a hot topic right now. Everything went viral. Everybody's talking about it. He critiqued the man, but he didn't say it in a disrespectful manner. He just said, no, these are the things that you don't do. You know what I'm saying? Now I can see if KB was calling them a B's and H's and and saying vile stuff about him. No, he just critiqued him and said, hey man, that ain't gonna play out right. You know what I'm saying? If you do it this way. And that it's just like a teaching moment. But some of these fellas, once you tell them something, they take it as you trying to tell me what to do. like I ain't no man, and all that type of sensitive stuff.
Yeah, because once again, he makes it seem, he approaches it from a sense of he's above criticism. But any other time, black women are dusty. You got dusty black kids running around. Y'all, once again, he always brings it back to politics. But soon as someone, nitpicks the type of person you are, it's an issue. Okay. You can always fight back. You can have your pushback, but don't sit up here and act as if you're winning every debate if you can't even approach the debate. You didn't even step up to the plate and approach it from that standpoint. So that's just my take on it.
Hey, Boogie, one last thing before you play the video.
Mm-hmm.
Another content creator played it. I'll tell you who it was. But you need to play that, or you might do it on another live. Play when he had an interaction with that white man, and how that white man was disrespecting him, and and I'm talking about, it was totally different energy from what it was with his own kind.
Right. Okay. Yeah, definitely. What's the name of the account?
I think Michi X played it, but I got to go back and look.
Okay.
Michi X did play it, where I think she played it like a day ago or something. I don't know if she's doing commentary, but it was somebody else that showed it too.
Well, that's also a heavy description of our culture as well. It's like we'll stand up and we'll fight against each other all day, but as soon as we get around a different culture, and it don't have to be just the white people, but it's majority of the time the white people, we like to approach conversation, debate, everything, etc. We like to approach everything with another culture in a different manner. We can respect those people. We can look them in the eye, shake their hand. We can be manly with them, kind, respectful. But when it come to our people, we gotta bat our eyes. We gotta turn our heads. We gotta not offer a extend a hand or gratitude. We ain't never got that for our people. It's even like when you go to restaurants, they ain't got that for that. But let it be someone else approaching them. They cool with it. They got gratitude, and they nice and they kind about it. Why do we do that to each other? That means we have been programmed to think the way we thinking, and we not
exactly.
We not even catching on to that shit.
Well, no, I mean, it is not a pro. I mean, you're right. We have been programmed, and we know, a lot of us know, but guess what? We just gonna go along with the punches. We just gonna let them do what and make rules against us. We know for a fact, shooting a black man opposed to shooting a white man, you're gonna get different times for that. You see what I'm saying?
Worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah. If I shoot El Boogie, I'll probably get about 20, 30 years. But if I shoot Brad, I'm gonna get a life sentence. So they already programmed that in our heads to where, you know what I'm saying? And that all falls back to the slavery days and everything else, to where, it's too deep. Go ahead, get into your content. I ain't trying to do all that.
And yep, and I'm gonna add to that too. That's another thing with Anton. Once again, you're above that. You're above criticism, etc. You said that you're a Christian first. I'm gonna go back to Kwame's talking point, because that's what he was trying to explain to you. If you're a Christian, you should be conducting yourself in this manner. You make it seem as if you don't interact with the black community, but as soon as you interact with the black community, you act like you aren't far removed from it. You make it seem as if you're rich and you got your shit together. That's cool. But as soon as you come back to the black community, you matching energy. You want the smoke. You on the same shit. Nothing has changed. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what people have an issue with. Same as myself. We see that with you. All right. We see that you're approaching it the same way all the other black men approach it. You ain't got nothing nice to say. You disrespectful. You leading with disrespect, and you inviting me into the private areas of other men. You said black people, Corey was sucking off the black community. All right. Let's go.
Give a fuck. I genuinely don't care. These niggas are super sensitive. Fluff Bunny says you started all of this, and I'm gonna finish it too. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to see it all the way through. I'm going to finish it. I am going to finish it. I got chess moves and I'm playing, I'm doing multis right now. I don't know if y'all know what a multi is. A multi is when a chess player goes through and he's playing multiple different boards at the same time. So it could be 10 different people that he's playing.
Make sure y'all hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you can also become a member of the channel. We also got memberships over here if you'd like to become a member. All right, let's keep it going.
He goes and he moves and he goes to the next board and he goes to the next board. He goes to the next board. We're doing multis right now. We're doing multis right now. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to see it through. I don't have nothing to lose. I'm the underdog in everything. I don't have nothing to lose. I came from absolute nothing. I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm not even supposed to be here.
You see that, Boogie?
Yeah, so he sees it as he has nothing to lose and everything to gain going at celebrities and entertainers. That's his mission. Yeah, correct.
I told you what I say. See White, what I tell you. That's his boy. They hang hand to hand, and guess what? This is what it is. I mean, they're gonna keep doing the same thing. They're gonna keep poking the bear, keep talking about people that they feel is above them, and that way they can go back and forth, and people can get to gain their attention on them. So let's see how let's see how it plays out.
Word, facts. Yeah, man. That's interesting to hear. I mean, and it is a lot of guys out here, they running the plays. They understand what they got to do to get in these algorithms. It's definitely the chase to get in the algorithm. You know what I mean? We got a new member in the house, Calvin Barner. Appreciate you becoming a YouTube member, bro. I got to get my my visuals up here. I got the edits and stuff to play. I can't locate them in my PC right now. But appreciate that, Calvin Barner. That's what's up, man. Uh-huh.
Oh, this is going to listen. 2026 is going to be a fucking year. It's going to be one of the best years ever. Best years ever. All right. Well, this is the game that you wanted to play. All right. We'll get there. We'll get there. Make sure y'all hit the like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. All
right. I think that's it for that. Now, I did want to just pull that up real quick with Kwame Brown. If anyone missed it, we're going to drop this one right here, and then we'll get up out of here.
All right, Boogie, I'm finna drop down. Appreciate you letting me come up, boss.
Russell Red, man, appreciate you popping up, man. You always welcome up here, man. Salute to you. All right, that was Russell Red, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, Russell, for pulling up and giving your opinion about the topic. Appreciate 27 Darren as well coming up here giving her opinion about the topic. But 27 Darren, I don't know what the hell you said. Hopefully, maybe another time, All right, let's get back to it real quick, and then we're going to get up out of here. Let me pull this up, and then we gone, man. Let's see. So me watching this yesterday, I approached it from the lens of he just doesn't appreciate someone making a live about him that he's had a conversation with before. Him and Kwame have had conversation before. Somebody in my chat also said that they got each other's phone number. I don't know how true that to be, because I don't know if they got each other's phone numbers or not. But what I will say is, if they could have had a conversation offline about it already, why wouldn't it be relevant to have it online? They both content creators, all right?
Your business are supported. Children are off limits.
Are they, Anton?
Appreciate that. I'm just reacting.
Uh-oh. When I saw this video, I'm like, the algorithm god sent me this video because dude's smoking a blitty. So he going to slow down and surgically break this down ever so slow. He said, are they, Anton? When somebody puff a blunt and they don't curse, they said, are they, Anton? That's when they about to do a big reveal. He about to do a big one. I want y'all to see this now, uninterrupted. This man ain't making no facial expressions or nothing. He emotionally intact. He say, are they, Anton?
Appreciate you
Or
pulling
however
up,
you decide to
Smitty.
handle your business, I support it. Children are off limits. Okay, decide to handle your business, I support it. Children are off limits.
Are they, Anton? When it comes to you, Anton, are children really off limits? Is that what you really believe? I don't like Freezy because Freezy was on Anton nuts. He was on Anton nuts. However, we got to admit, Anton, you don't just not, you know what I'm saying, talk about kids. You talk about kids every opportunity that you have. Now, I'm going to show a clip. I'm going to show a clip of Anton talking about Hebrew Israelites and their wives and their children. Hebrew Israelites and their wives and their children. Let's go ahead and get directly into it. And this will be Freezy video. I am doing a full live stream on Freezy versus Anton very much soon. Let's go.
Okay, so this was two different guys' videos, and then they pulled up. So Daryl Long was running the video, and then he pulled up Freezy's video. Cause I was like, that don't sound like Freezy, because Freezy's voice was kind of throwing me off yesterday. I ain't even gonna lie, Freezy. I'm like, what the hell, bro? This is very difficult to listen to, but no smoke or nothing. Shout out to you, man.
And shout out to Freezy. Shout out to Freezy.
Reproach. Everyone can be
facts, Kevin Ellis. Yep, because he definitely said something about Corey as well. But we didn't hear Corey have nothing to say negative about Kwame Brown. He didn't invite him to no man's private areas, and he definitely didn't lead with disrespect. He kept it. He stayed on topic. He stayed on subject. He kept it on Anton. He ain't make mention about Kwame Brown. He probably didn't even know Kwame Brown said something. If he did or not, that's not the situation. That's not what I'm saying. But yeah, hell yeah. Why ain't that guy saying nothing to you? You know?
taught.
Y'all was over there making it difficult, burning incense and sage, and y'all was over there putting smoke in the air, and y'all had y'all fucking fringes on, and y'all chicks was looking dusty as fuck, right? And so I'm looking at these women, and the women's, y'all had y'all fucking fringes on, and y'all chicks was looking dusty as fuck, right? And y'all was over there putting smoke in the air, and y'all had y'all fucking fringes on, and y'all chicks was looking dusty as fuck, right?
I thought it was no women. Oh, but you could talk about they chicks. They chicks was looking dusty as fuck. Right? So we covered the basis of he don't mind talking about somebody's woman. So you get no sympathy over here that Corey Holcomb put up your woman. She's a grown woman. Grown people do grown shit. I don't care if they put up a grown adult. Is it right? No. Would I do it? Probably not, unless you do it to me. I don't believe that you're going to get an advantage on me like that. I'll go that route with you. Even though I have a cutoff point, my cutoff point probably go a little bit further than most. Mine definitely go a little further than Anton. Because I'm not afraid of going to jail over some shit. I got some people that go.
Put a one in the chat if y'all felt like KB disrespected that man just now. He got a few more talking points, but put a one in the chat if y'all felt like KB disrespected Anton Daniels or not. All right, we got Russell Red with the new membership. Russell Red, appreciate you becoming a new member, man.
Buying me out. He said he got money. I like that Plies song. Bitch, I got bond money for any one of you niggas trying to harm me. Yeah, I'm not like Anton in that aspect. I got bond money. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. This brother already spoke about someone's girl, so cannot have sympathy that he spoke about his girl.
And y'all was over there putting smoke in the air, and y'all had y'all fucking fringes on, and y'all chicks was looking dusty as fuck, right? And so I'm looking at these women, and the women's breath stink, the kids is dirty and nasty on, and dusty as fuck, right? And so I'm looking at these women, and the women's breath stink, the kids is dirty and nasty, was looking dusty as fuck, right?
Yourself. You didn't act like a Christian. Now you got your daughter embarrassed all over the internet by a comedian to the point to where you're trying to allegedly set up a lawsuit. And I think you should sit back and learn from this situation. What is a man to gain the world but lose his soul? Because the very same thing that you crying about, that now you want your subscribers to give you pity for, is the same energy that you shelled out to other people. And me, my friend, oh yeah, I match energy. But I got a certain level that I go with. You learned that you wouldn't talk about somebody's kids, so your level is not very deep. But let's listen to you talking about someone's kid.
They're making it difficult, burning incense and sage, and y'all was over there putting smoke in the air, and y'all had y'all fucking fringes on, and y'all chicks was looking dusty as fuck, right? And so I'm looking at these women, and the women's breath stink, the kids is dirty and nasty, on, and y'all chicks was looking dusty as fuck, right? And so I'm looking at these women, and the women's breath stink, the kids is dirty and nasty.
But I woke up this morning and it was there, and I'm like, okay, you can't have sympathy for somebody that'll talk about somebody else's children, even though I agree I wouldn't have done what Corey did, but I'm not going to have sympathy for somebody that'll talk about somebody else's wife and somebody else's children.
Well, that's a fact. And, you know, like I said, I've been on the phone with Anton personally. And I know Anton, I know his character. I know he's a liar. He's lied on me. Anton is a compulsive liar, man. And the reason why I decided to make that video after I watched Corey Holcomb's show when he dropped the napalm on Anton, I knew that Anton was going to try to spin it and act like a victim again, even though all week long for 7 days, he was going in on Corey Holcomb, going in on his co-host Craig Smith, going in on West Coast dudes, so on and so forth. So
antagonizing grown men. I went into your backyard. You had home court advantage, and I matched energy. I punked you, and I'm thinking in my head, and forgive me. He said he's a Christian first, and so I said, okay,
Christian conservative,
right? So there's a code of conduct that comes along with being what you just defined yourself as, right. And the fact that he put himself above Corey by saying Corey is a Neanderthal. Why would I want to match the energy of a Neanderthal?
That's a fact. That's a fact. And so I decided once Corey's video was over with, I knew how it was going to get spun. So I decided to put this video out so people can know, nah, Anton is guilty of doing the same thing. And not only that, not only guilty of talking about Israelite wives and kids, he's also talked bad about other content creators we know in the same space, kids too. He's going to record saying F their kids.
Where can I find that original video? Because I can get it if you can't put it in the back chat. Is it No Captivity with Freezy on YouTube?
I put it in the back chat.
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, you put it in the private chat. Okay,
yeah, I put it in the private chat, yeah.
Okay. No, I was going to have you control it.
Oh, okay. I can do it. But
no, I got it. Let's see. I just put it up. Let me share the screen.
All right.
Let me share the screen. There you go. All right.
It sounds like KB just doing his content. It definitely sounded like he had a message to to purvey. He had something to say about the topic. Nothing like Kevin Ellis just said. Shout out to you, Kevin Ellis. Appreciate you rocking out in the chat as well. He said the truth can't be disrespectful. So we already know, man, once you start telling people you in their backyard, you started leading with that gang material, that gang approach to the conversation. You sound as if, once again, you back in the black community. It don't sound like you living it up and you got your money and you straight. You ain't worried about nobody else. It sound like you want to match the energy of the Neanderthals. It sound like that's the only thing. That's the only way you know how to approach it. When a man is in your face, it sound like you on that same type of time, and it don't sound like nothing different when it comes to a black man. Sound like the same type of shit to me. All right, let's keep going. We'll play a little bit more, and I got another video.
So here's for the people that did all this crying and capping for Anton Daniels. Let's hear what Anton said.
No captivity. Freezy. Went ham, went crazy, and he did it unapologetically. Of course, we know the ongoing beef between Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. And to be honest with you, the only reason why it's been ongoing is because of Anton Daniels. Because we've witnessed Anton go on an extremely disrespectful world tour since last week, 5150 show. Now, Corey Holcomb has remained quiet this whole time. And I was hoping that Corey Holcomb didn't say anything about Anton Daniels, and he just went on and did his show, his normal show. That's what I was hoping. But of course, Corey Holcomb was in classic Corey Holcomb fashion. I mean, Corey Holcomb took it to DEFCON 5, talking about Anton Daniels' wife and daughter, which no, I do not approve of that before we go any further. But I know what a lot of y'all thinking. Oh, poor Anton. He shouldn't have talked about his wife and daughter. Well, guess what? I'm going to quickly remind y'all what you did.
And we all said that. Sino said it. Even I said it. I said I wouldn't have did that. I don't approve of that. But, you know, his energy, he said he matched energy.
Yeah, and I just want to go on record. I don't approve of it either, right? Like I said on the video. So, yeah.
I bet.
Doubt will definitely come back to you. You will reap what you sow. What do you mean, Freezy? Well, first, let's revisit what Corey Holcomb actually said about Anton's wife and daughter. I will not be showing the actual visual. I'll only be showing the audio out of respect.
He got the clip with his wife. Play the clip with that mark ass nigga wife. By the way, if I get under your skin, you know where I'm at, homie. You know where I'm at. Play the clip with his wife. This is the funniest shit.
Oh, wow. Times it can be hard and sad and difficult because Anton has a lot of different personalities, and so you have to be a certain type of woman to deal with. Anton is very emotional. He doesn't communicate.
Hey man, you must have really heard if a woman get up on the internet or she make a video with an opposition or somebody that you don't rock with, and she say those types of things about you, man, you gotta be careful who you be laying down with and disrespecting, man. Especially your wife, you know, that's pretty. You must have really hurt her, man. You must have really scarred that woman, bro.
If I'm Anton, I'm having to sit down with my goddamn wife. Ladies, how and who got this interview? I'm scrubbing the internet of this interview. His wife said he was emotional, the same thing that he projected on the other people. His wife is basically saying he got multiple personalities, like he's schizophrenic and that he's capable of unaliving somebody. Why? Like, I don't understand the benefit of this.
Fact, hey, Kevin Ellis, you are exact on that, bro. You are exactly right on that one. Like when you start talking about the wife, bro, it get critical. You start talking about a man's woman, bro. He definitely go. That's why he ain't coming, bro. Oh man, that is crazy. Oh, shots fired, boy. The women get involved. You know, it get critical with the men. Dimple D, what it do? Appreciate you pulling up. Oh man,
my wife talk like this.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if people know this, and the reason why I blotted out Anton's wife and kid just out of respect, because I didn't want to, you know, play a part in that. But you can hear the audio. That original video, Anton actually put that out years ago, and I think he scrubbed it from his platform. But he had his wife say this. I mean, he interviewed his wife. I don't know if it was him holding the camera or whoever, but this original video was on his platform first.
Oh, my bad. See, I didn't hear that part. I ain't know he was doing weird shit like that. I don't even know what that mean. Like, was it serious or was it fake? But if it's serious, bro, then yeah, you look kind of kooky for doing that.
That's crazy. And like, what the hell? I was like, honey, we got to talk about this. What are you talking about?
That's crazy because that just goes to tap into the narcissism and the ego, man. I'm just like, man, that's real bold for you to try to put. He gonna film his own documentary of making him look crazy. I'm like, man, that's nuts. Now that you said that he the one that put that out, I'm like, man, I'd have got that video off the internet.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want that out there.
Yeah, but I think this was years ago though. Like more than.
So he was trying to look tough to black people. That's the only other logical thing I could understand. A man would put something out like that to make it seem as if he's crazy. Don't come near him, y'all. He'll hurt you. He'll unalive you. Like, what? Like, bro, you ain't even got to do all that, man. Yeah, that definitely sounds like some geekish material.
Probably 7 years ago, 6, 7, probably 10. I don't know about 6, 7.
Facts, Kevin.
But if he ever does something wrong, the prosecutors, whoever else, they're gonna find this video. This is your wife speaking directly towards your character and how you could go too far in situations. You got multiple personalities. Like, I just don't understand why would she say something like this.
That's what everybody was asking, and yeah, that's the whole reason why the video became surfaced again, because of course he made enemies and certain people, went looking for stuff and they found this video and it resurfaced, and people was like really wondering the same thing you're wondering, like why is she saying, basically it's almost like she's describing him as a sociopath or something. I don't know.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, I look at my wife as an op if this is how she spoke about me. I'm sorry.
And I also want to say this. When I did this video, yes, Anton actually did say those things about Israelite wives and children. The pictures that you see, I took the time to edit it, and I just found examples of Israelite wives and children, because there are other content creators that are saying that I lied. I did not lie. Anton actually did. You can hear it for yourself. If you're not deaf, you can hear Anton. You can hear Anton saying this. Yes, I did go and find examples of pictures. So, because I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not a fraudulent content creator. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there. He actually had a run-in with a Detroit Israelite camp. And shout out to other Israelites that know this. They reacted to this. And I actually showed it. I showed it on my live stream last night, other Israelites that reacted to this. But like I said, this is not Anton's first time talking bad about people's kids and saying.
That's YouTube culture at this point. Getting under a man's skin, because a lot of men not going to react the same. Once again, you're going to have some men that they know how to brush it off. Well, when it comes to women and children, bro, you should find a way to protect your family any means necessary. There's not a lot of things I'm going to present about my family, about my woman. I'm not going to do that because I know what comes with that. So for him to kind of just, make it seem as if that was impossible. No, you really wasn't, you wasn't thinking about your family at that point. You do have to really approach these things with a critical mindset and understand that it can get severe. It ain't always going to be peaches and cream when you beefing with people on YouTube, plain and simple. And once again, he's a comic. So that comic knows how to take things like that and turn it into laughter. And I know people were like, hey, y'all talking about people's children and wife and all that. Well, he said children, but some people find that dark humor, they like that type of shit. So, hey, all right, we got something fresh off the press though. This is Urban Politicians TV. I'm gonna run 2 video clips. Hold on. And we're gonna drop this one. And we're gonna run this one right here. Fair use.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, man. You want to talk about everybody else, wife, kids, and everybody, but when somebody say something about you, y'all got to go to therapy.
Our chicks was looking dusty as right, and so I'm looking.
Yeah, he picked right up on it. Corey done picked right up on it and responded. See how it go? See, everybody done went and picked it up. They gonna pick you apart, Anton. At this point, bro, you free lunch, man. You done made yourself a sitting target at this point. People are going to find ways to criticize every talking point you have now because of the way you approach conversation with men. Plain and simple.
At these women, and the women's breath stink. The kids is dirty and nasty. Kids is dirty and nasty.
Hey, look here, boy. I'm gonna give you an out. You leave me alone, I'm gonna leave you alone. But if you don't, it's gonna be more monkey business.
Damn.
I'm a Christian first. I'm a Christian first.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UP TV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on the latest installment between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. It is went up another notch once again. Now, I put that clip right there, and I had to put Corey Holcomb's face over it because we on YouTube, and they've been kind of, just having their rules and their guidelines. We on their platform, so we got to follow that, where he had a monkey mask on his face and was mocking Anton Daniels in a park right there and showing, hey, you talking legalities against me, you using the verbal language of possible lawsuits, security measures, actions taken, saying that you've been advised to be quiet. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you did in the past right here when you done spoke on people, kids, and wives. And I had a link in the description where you can watch that clip in the beginning in full from Anton Daniels' show that he did the other day, replying to what Corey Holcomb did to what he did on the 5150 show with bragging his wife and his daughter on there and mocking them and talking about what they had going on now. But Corey Holcomb is saying, hey, I keep it going if you going to keep it going. And I say this, in that situation right there, Anton Daniels, you talk about people, kids directly, saying very disrespectful things. I don't watch Anton Daniels, so I never knew that he was doing that on his channel. I believe talking about people, kids, is out of pocket, out of high ground here at all, because the clip was arguing outside. She had put her finger in his face.
All right, yep. Shout out to Urban Politicians TV. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. We got one more clip. Yep, this is the one I'm about to pull up, the one everybody's talking about where he's not disrespecting a white man talking about him. So let's go ahead and pull that up. We're gonna run fair use on this one as well for entertainment and educational purposes only. Damn, they got the lead attorney talking about Anton Daniels. Boy, that's what I'm telling you, man. Anton Daniels, you free lunch at this point, my boy. Everybody gonna be talking about you ain't finna, nobody's finna spare the rod on you, bro. Nobody. Because of the way you approach content and the way people feel about you at this point, man. Everybody want a piece of this pie anyway. Especially if it's profitable. Oh, yeah, they want a piece of that, man. All right, let's pull this one up. Fair use.
Oh, yeah. How did you address it? That's it. The fucking whip that I helped build.
Look at that energy.
Take care of yourself. Can I ask you a question?
Look at all that energy that he got for him. Now, I understand the bleed that he sees that this is a white guy, he's inebriated, soft, and so on. But he became very disrespectful. And he showed so much restraint, so much poise, and control his temperament when it come down to massa. Regardless, and now if that was a black dude, he would have ate that up for the camera. He would have ate that up. But like, see what I'm talking about these niggas? You understand what I'm saying? Because he always talk about black people. This dude literally gets mad at black people because he cannot fit into white America. Because white America always show you that you still a nigga, homie. It no matter how much you talk about liberals to make foundational black Americans look at you as we have the same common enemy. You use that as a shield to hide the person who you really want to be is being pet by master while you laying across his lap. I don't have to say pause. You already zesty, looking like a damn gerbil. But let's continue, goddammit. Almost not my damn glass of water.
But see, because you can't afford my fucking time. You're a little boy compared to what I grew
Little
up
boy.
in. I grew up in Hollywood, Florida. My grandfather owned that fucking quarter.
Oh, he's being conservative with the conservative. So this is how conservatives get down. You ain't offering him to go outside, go out back. We can go out back right now. We can go out back right now. You ain't offer to go out back right now with him. That's crazy, man. Boy, I tell you, boy, they gonna nitpick every piece of video about you, Anton. Maybe he enjoys this though, y'all.
Grew up in Grosse Pointe, okay? On Yorkshire Street, 2 houses off fucking Jefferson. Where do you fucking live? You can't record. You can't hear now because I'm being considerate. Considerate. I'm gonna make you famous. Make me fucking famous. James Francis of Louisville Jr. I'm in Facebook jail right now for talking shit like this. It's called reality. My grandfather helped build this motherfucking city. And you know what? The people who see me on this recording are gonna laugh their fucking asses off. They're gonna fucking laugh. I'm gonna make you so famous. So fucking hard. They are.
Gonna make you famous.
I just got done drinking scotch. I just got here from New Jersey. That's why I'm taking it.
Jersey.
Consideration of who you are. I know that you are. I know you're a drunker. You know, so I'm not even. You know, James I don't really care about. I don't care about.
You want to overtalk? You want to be a cool man? I was a consultant at Delphi, EDS, Ford Motor Company, General Motors, CBCC. How about that?
Anything else?
Fucking crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going back home to Florida next week. Been in New Jersey 4 months business consulting.
I can't stand all that goddamn talking they be doing. It's like all of them do that same talking as well. Like,
what makes us not listen to old people, and I'm gonna say it in front of him because I want him to understand.
We don't do teddy bears, suckers, safe
and peep how he chooses his words describing this white gentleman that he's encountering. If that was a nigga over there, a foundational Black American, he would have called them all types of fucking names. He would have been very sarcastic. He would have been trying to make his points valid that he already have against the foundational Black American culture and people. So when he see white massa, it doesn't matter what massa say, because what do the Sambos do? What do the house niggas do? They take all of the shit and the disrespect from massa, and no matter how bad they feel or how good they feel, they make sure.
yeah, because they understand there's a different type of consequence, and he's inebriated. I think the guy is. I mean, he could have argued back with him at that point. You know, men don't really always argue. You know, especially when they in each other's face like that. But the guy is inebriated at this point. You know, he could have approached it a different way, of course. You know, but yeah, he definitely didn't want no smoke with that guy. Obviously, because it just doesn't make for good headlines for him to, you know. But if it was a black guy, obviously, yeah, he would have took it upon himself to fight that man at all costs or offered to go out back with him, you know. So
that they treat massa okay, they treat massa well. You got it, massa. You know what I mean? He's hiding behind that smile, but he want to fit in so goddamn bad. Let's continue.
he said he has no master. He said he's rich, he got money, he above all that shit. Like, he ain't got to worry about none of that.
Meanwhile, he's telling us about how he's in Facebook jail, but he's so rich. Yeah, okay. Anyways, the point.
We're preaching the Constitution because soon.
He's broke. He's broke. I
live in Florida.
He's gonna be walking down the street.
Let me pause that because I'm actually reading the caption that says Corey Holcomb was right about how Anton Daniels treats his own people. We are not his own people. So I want to get that clear. We are not the same people. He was born here in Detroit, but he is a anchor baby. His family is from Africa. He is not one of us on no level. He talks like us. He talks our slang. He has a.
No, he's one of us, brother. He just don't want to be one of us. What happens is he thinks, once again, bro, he wouldn't. It ain't like he just snapped out of it. He's approaching every black man the same way. It's like he's not far removed from that community. That's how I see it. I know everybody has their opinion about it, but he's approaching it like he's still in the hood. And from the other videos I saw, I mean, they said the guy was faking it till he made it. Okay. So he might be getting that YouTube money. He got, you know, whatever the case may be. He might have other investments and things like that. But a lot of people make it seem as if, you know, on the other side that bro ain't too far removed from that shit. Okay. You know, he just now really, you know, getting to the money. And yeah, he get, like Mike Epps said, you a black man get some money and now he don't know niggas. I don't know niggas. You know, that's how he treat me. Like, I don't know none of these niggas no more. You know, he was just kicking it with him, you know, shoot the fair one with him, drink whatever. Now he got the bread. I don't know niggas. That's how he acting, bro. Shout out to Mike Epps.
The American lingo, aesthetic, and everything else, but he has a total different mind frame. He is not one of us, and we do not claim him no matter how much he judges us, how he talks down on us, and his so-called conservative white supremacist views that he have of us. Don't make you better. We see right through you, okay? You little Oreo.
Shortly, we're not concerned about it. For some reason, they think that their work.
A zesty Rick Ross looking having ass. Ozempic, insulin shot taking gerbil face. Ugly little zesty monster looking ass.
Hey, nah, they cooking Anton Daniels on the internet right now, man. That's why he be yelling out the money shit. If y'all know how men get down, like they gotta hit you with the I got money, you know, because ain't nothing else about your appearance nothing but funny. Everybody's laughing at you. They clowning the way you look. Everywhere you go, you getting clowned. People saying you zesty. You ain't going at the white man, bro. It's a crazy week for you. You said it's gonna be a good 2026, but they definitely cooking your ass right now. He keep cooking everywhere he go, bro. It's like shots fired everywhere he go, man. Oh man.
Means so much more than everybody else's. And this is why people don't listen to the older generation. Real talk. Can you believe back up? Have you ever been in the believe back up?
Oh nah, once I tell you to back up, I'm gonna bust you in your goddamn nose. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Yeah, bro, you on some punk shit. That's a punk move. If you tell a man to back up and you got your space and he stepped back in your shit, maybe he was just trying to get on the live or whatever. But nah, at that point, man, it's fair game, you know. I don't care what color you are. Don't be stepping in my personal space. Yeah, Anton, man, this a punk move, man, and people see you for who you really are, man. This is crazy.
Dude is a drunk.
Dude is a drunk.
And as a result, he thinks we care about his fake stories about who he is, where he comes
Facts,
from.
Melly.
When the
All
reality
day.
is that we don't care about any of it. When the reality is that
I'm gonna show you pictures of my fucking life. You want to see, man?
I know you broke, bro. The beauty of it is that I caught it in real time for you guys to see. I seen his beater. I seen his broke car. I seen how broke he really is. Now he want to show me some pictures, right? And he's drunk. So we gonna continue to have we gonna have this conversation. Hey, can I make my order real quick? While he's talking.
No, I don't know. I'm going to talk loud now, so you can't communicate with these people. Interrupt you. You need to go home and reflect on this video as a young man, because that's all you are as a young man.
If I wasn't rich, I wouldn't even care about what you were saying, bro.
What street?
Oh my god, bro. He went right back to the money, dog. This shit is annoying. Yeah, man. Of AD on stage and a black woman called him out for buying women. Yeah, man, we know that, bro. I mean, it's obvious at this point. He's leading with that. Like, that's almost like that's like when what's his name? When Drewski did this, when Drewski did this skit right here. When Drewski did this right here.
How much? She got to cook, clean, fuck, shut the fuck up. Exactly. Come on, man. We off that. 50-50. We off that. 50-50. Nothing. Hold your head up, King. Your crown is falling. Okay. Talk that.
Hey, that nigga definitely had a crown on too.
Talk. Yeah. Talk that talk. Yeah. I hear you.
If you snooze, you lose. Could never be no sucker and fall victim to anything y'all niggas be having going on. Motion is the key. First. Ooh, hey, let me get your number.
Let me get your number. Put it in the hit me in the cash app, not the back chat, but the cash app. Hit me in the cash app.
Yeah, let me get that. Yeah, my son richer than a lot of y'all.
Oh man. All right, we finna get up out of here, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Say AD is a fraud. My point, he's a Christian and married for 21 years, man. Tell the truth, bro. It's like, man, how your wife feel about you approaching everything like this? Easy, what it do, man? Salute to you. Yeah, man, you a married man running around here acting like you single, man. This nigga want to be single. That's cool, but damn, man, you embarrassing your folk like that. All right, man, hit the subscribe button. Sign up to be a member if you haven't already. So I got the link for that. Let me see. They usually be showing my shit too. Well, you should be able to go to my main page and then let me see. Copy, paste, god damn it. Appreciate that CX 2.1. Calvin Barner, Team Easy. I'm just reacting, Melly Mel. Everybody that pulled up to the chat, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up, rocking out. Strawberry, Felicia Fee, Kevin Ellis, Kakamata Jaga, everybody, man. Everybody that be pulling up, rocking out. Tasha Cherie, CP3, Trina Dolph Davis. I hope you doing well. Ann Perry, Russell Red. All my people, man. All my folks. Yeah, man. Hug your loved ones, man. Tomorrow's never promised. Until next time, man. We up out of here. Salute.